Hey doing, it's Khoa here. In this video we're going to be reviewing another book. It's a finance book. It's called Australian Property Finance Made Simple by Konrad Bobilak. I just came across this dude a couple weeks ago, and I finished his other book, which is all about how to buy residential properties in Australia, and I think this is his second book, Property Finance. So this goes deep into how you can finance properties, how you can take out loans, how you can structure your loans in which you can get the maximum return on investment in growing your property portfolio. So overall, this book is a very good book. It goes really into a lot of detail. It can be dry at times because you're covering a lot of technical financial jargon, and to be honest, a lot of it just went through my head. But my philosophy is that if you can just get something out of it, that will be it. The one thing that I got out of this book was that property investors, right, they don't actually take out loans for principal and interest. They take out loans that are interest only. And you might be thinking, hang on, with principal and interest, don't you pay down the loan over time? And the answer is yes, it is. However, a lot of people fall for that trap, and therefore, if you do the calculations, yeah, you'll pay it off in 30 years. But if you did an interest only mortgage on a house, then you'll be able to have more cash flow where you can save and you can buy another property. So a person who is on principal and interest, who's paying down their house, only one house in 30 years, they'll have it paid off. But the person who's got interest only, yes, they don't pay down the principal, but they have the cash flow and the more borrowing power to buy more properties. And because they have more properties over about 5 years time, 3 years, whatever it is, 10 years time, those properties take off and they've got actually a lot more money than the person who's just paying down the principal and interest. So that was the biggest thing I learned. And you know what I did? I actually went to the bank and I actually applied for an interest-only loan for one of my properties, right? And it's actually just one property. I'm trying to get my first investment property, so I've already got one property. But yeah, anyway, that was on principal and interest, so I've been paying it down for quite some time. And then I switched over to interest only, and my cash flow is so much better. My rent now fully covers the interest only payments, and I actually have additional cash flow on that particular property. So that means that I can actually have more money to save to buy a next investment property. So that was a big thing that I got. I only spent $30 on this book, and I was able to get that one concept, and I was able to save about 15 grand per year already. So it's already paid itself off. There's a whole bunch of other great stuff in this book. So there's a lot of, as you can see, there's a lot of graphs there. A lot of great content. It's actually pretty easy to read in terms of he breaks out a lot of the content. I like books that break up content. It's not just pages and pages as text. He breaks it up so it's easy to read. So let's have a look at some of the key takeaways from this book. So just look at some of my notes here. So there was a really interesting concept in this book that spoke about a lot of people focus too much on the interest rate, right? A lot of people think, okay, get the lowest interest rate and you'll be set. But the thing is, Konrad talks about that you can set things up such as creating an offset account with direct salary crediting with all your other living expenses tied up and to that offset account, and also have a credit card that's linked up to that offset account, right? So you can pay down your mortgage faster. And also, because of the offset account, you don't have to pay that much interest, because if, let's say, you got 100 grand in your offset account and you got a $200,000 property, then really you're just paying tax and also interest on that $100,000 property now, because you've got $100,000 in offset. So it doesn't really matter on the interest rate. So that was a really key fundamental that I got from this book. He talks about how you can automate paying off your loans. So you can research wealth packages. So banks have got all these professional packages. So they've got the wealth package so from CBA. You've got other ones such as creating offset accounts. And anyway, you want to have a look at these professional packages that banks offer and compare them. You want to set up an offset account and link this to your loan. And then you want to set up direct salary crediting. You want to have an interest-free credit card for all living expenses. You want to divert all income to that offset account, and you want to set up all your direct debits to via your credit card, and you want to stick to a budget and monitor your progress. So that's essential ways to automate paying off your loan. You can also borrow more money by using multiple lenders. So what Konrad talks about is that if you don't have to stick with one bank. So let's say you're building a property portfolio. You don't want to stick to just one bank that holds all your property portfolios. You want to have multiple banks that holds multiple properties. So therefore, you don't have one bank that controls your entire asset, right? All your assets. So that's really interesting there. Another thing that I learned was that, what was the other one? It escapes me right now. The goal of a property investor is to keep learning, and when you keep learning, you're going to understand all these different technical jargons. You're going to increase your financial intelligence, and therefore you're actually going to make more money. So the thing is, I actually learned a few things from this book, and I applied it, and already found like a few ways where I can save another $10,000 off, and I can save another $10,000 off. So that was really good. So I've made a commitment to actually read more on property finance, and I've looked at other property investors, and they all started off in the same journey. What they did was they had to read through all the tough books such as this one, or read through all the technical jargon. They were always at the bank trying to sort out the loans, all that type of stuff, but it pays off at the end. And once you learn it, you learn it. So I highly recommend this book, Property Finance. It shows you all the ins and outs of setting up your finances properly to structure yourself in order for you to build a property portfolio. And it's a really great book, and it also comes with a whole bunch of other bonuses. There's also a link where you can download a self-study self-study course on how you can fast track your real estate investing career. I'm yet to go through all the videos, but I've copied it all on my phone so I can watch it when I'm driving. Well, I can listen to it when I'm driving. So don't watch videos when you're driving, by the way. But anyway, yeah, great book, great job, Konrad. Check out his other book as well. It's all about how to invest in real estate as well. But yeah, this is a great book. Go check it out. It's on Amazon, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.